Okay, season 1, episode 10. I've actually hit a wall with this question. I'm not sure there are any solutions. So with that in mind, I'm just going to show you what I've got. If you can figure it out, then fantastic. Here we go. So the original line, y equals 1/2 x take away 3/5, you should be able to tell from that what the gradient is. The gradient's 1/2. So in the question, when it says the tangent is perpendicular to the line y equals 1/2 x take away 3/5, well, perpendicular to that line means we use this formula. The gradient of the perpendicular line will be the negative inverse of the gradient of the first line. So m2 is going to be negative inverse of the gradient 1/2. So negative 1 divided by 1/2, you can bring the 2 up the top, and we decide that the gradient is negative 2. So the gradient of the tangent line needs to be negative 2. So I need to find out from this formula when is the gradient of that negative 2. So that's all right. We turn the square root into a number, we get x is x to the power of 3 on 2. At that point, we want to know when can the gradient be negative 2. We find dy dx, so 3 over 2 comes out the front, divide, and we drop the power by 1. That's fair enough. And we get this expression. I've then just called it square root x again instead of x to the power of 1/2. Fundamentally, we want to know where is the gradient then negative 2. So we've got the gradient of this line. When is negative 2 equal to this expression? Okay, from that line we multiply both sides by 2, swap the sides, I get 3 root x equals negative 4, divide both sides by 3. The problem comes in here. The only option I have left there to try and get x out is to square both sides, but this isn't valid. The reason it's not valid is if you go and you put 16 over 9 back into the expression here, you won't get negative 2, you'll get positive 2. And if we think about it, the square root of what would give us a negative number? Doesn't work. Square root's usually a positive number. And to show you just how confused I've got, here's my computer, and here's a graph of what it looks like. Now, if we're sort of looking at this line and we're going, well, the tangent to that line, right? If you want perpendicular to that line, we can see clearly that line has a gradient of 1/2, as per the original expression. To be perpendicular to that, yeah, you'd have to have a gradient of negative 2, like you see here. But I'm not sure that formula, y equals x to the power of 3 on 2, I'm not sure that line will ever have a gradient that's equal to negative 2. So I'm tending towards the idea that there's no solution to this problem, or no real solutions. But over to you.